Hey guys, it's Mario Man 10100 back with another list video. This is something that all countdown creators and even game review websites and such have done this previously. So it's not really anything new, except for maybe a video like this on my channel. A Topps Games list of the year 2015. Nothing new here. I'm here listing all the games that came out last year in a list that I played, not only to shine some light on them, but also to share my impressions and thoughts on the games as well. So without further ado, this is my Topps Games list of 2015, in my opinion. Let's start off with the worst and work our way up the list. Well, no surprise to anyone, the lowest game on this list is of course Mario Party 10. No real surprises here, but to some who don't know, this game seems like a cash grab. The very definition of one. It's a shame really because this series was pretty good and now it's pretty shit. I've never played Mario Parties 1 through 7, so out of the games I've played, 8 was the best, followed very closely by Mario Party DS, 9 was okay, and Island Tour was crap. So I didn't know what to expect. I hate plugging a video, but check out my first impressions of Mario Party 10 because I don't want to give this game any more time because it doesn't deserve it. So let's move on. This game was a little bit of a letdown for me. Now, I've had the Virtual Console version of this for some time, so when 3D got announced, I was hyped to try it out and the Virtual Console release to see what had been changed and what was similar between the two versions. I don't know why, but it just disappointed me. Maybe because at the time I had played Ocarina of Time 3D and thought when controlling Link in Majora's Mask 3D, he wasn't as good as Ocarina Link. Still gotta play more of the Virtual Console release though. Pretty interested to give Majora's Mask another shot. You know, this game is not necessarily bad, I just suck at it. I mean, the concept of this game was pretty smart, and seemed to be written like an episode of the actual anime, so there's that. The problem I had with it was not only navigation and combat, but also the multiplayer. That was the main reason I bought Xenoverse, and to find that through guides, yes, I had to use a guide to find out where it was, so that's a bad sign, that it wasn't available from the start, and that the cast of characters would expand the more you play through the story. Not a bad way to unlock them, but I would have liked more characters from the start. So overall, a mixed experience for me. Like I said in my first impressions video, I have never played Kirby's Canvas Curse, and not too curious right now to even consider a purchase, but anyway. So this was my first time I played this type of Kirby game in terms of control style, and to be honest, it really works. It's pretty accurate, but my hand's always been on the shaky side, so I can't really draw lines and paths very straight with my stylus on my gamepad, but other than that, the art style fits a Kirby game really well, and the story was kinda interesting and intriguing, so overall it was a nice experience to play this game this year. Well, last year, I should say. Man, oh man, if you thought Kirby was cute, then you would have fallen in love and gushing over the Yarn Yoshi design and the art style of this game. It's a pretty good and responsive platformer, and I have heard it can get harder later on, like World 8 Mario 3 hard. Yeah, I know. I also still haven't opened my Yarn Yoshi amiibo yet, and I don't think the world is ready for me to unleash that beast. Totally forgot this game came out last year. I'm probably just so used to Battlefield these days being a yearly release that I forgot Hardline was delayed. To be honest, I think the delay was definitely smart, especially after what happened with Battlefield 4 at launch. Yeah, that wasn't a good thing. So it was a great move from Visceral and EA. Overall, I thought Bad Company 2 was the last good game to play in the series. 3 wasn't bad, I just hated the controls because at the time, I played a lot of COD and was starting to get used to playing Halo, so another control scheme to learn on top of that was annoying. But playing Hardline for my first impressions video kinda changed my opinion on that. It's pretty good, and the only problem I had with it was the camera control while driving. That's it really. So a good game, but far from the best. This is where things start picking up some steam. Starting with the celebration of 30 years of Super Mario Bros. Goodness, it's Super Mario Maker! I'm not too much of the creative type, but from time to time I do have a creative stint. So why not access that to make some Super Mario Bros. Levels? I play more of the stages than create them, but lots of user-created levels in the game are really good. I can tell lots of future level designers, 2D mainly, will be created with this game, and they'll no doubt tap into some of their potential when designing levels here. I wish all those people the very best, and do not be afraid to leave some level codes down below for levels for me to play. But anyway, on with the countdown. The Batmobile is such a good addition to the Arkham universe, like even if it's just for driving the streets of Gotham City, and makes covering area pretty easy in this game. Considering the map of Gotham City is apparently said to be 2.5 times the size of Arkham City's map, this game is bigger in a lot of ways. I haven't played much of this since my first impressions video, and I haven't got any DLC for it, but I'll get back to it soon. I'll be the Batman again. Soon. I've probably played the Final Fantasy 15 demo more than I have Type 0, but I haven't played both games in a little while. I haven't even played Episode Desuke since it updated to version 2.0. The FF15 demo was really good, and I am really looking forward to the official release of Final Fantasy 15. Type 0 is a pretty interesting game in that I believe it has a real-time battle system, and the way that the various magic spells, techniques, and abilities are executed is pretty cool and well thought out too. I'm probably going to dive in this again real soon alongside playing the PC port of Final Fantasy VII on PS4, just so that I'm enjoying more and more RPGs. kept you waiting for this, huh? Yep, of course Metal Gear made it here. I'm not a hardcore fan of the franchise, but I understand what it represents. This is, and always will be, the brainchild franchise of Hideo Kojima. I don't even really think that Konami even owns this franchise anymore, because Kojima made it what it is today, and without him, it probably would have flopped and been forgotten. So, thank you, Hideo Kojima. Anyway, the game really held me from the start, and though I may not have played much of it, I can't wait to get back into this world full of these characters. I will finish Ground Zeroes, that way I can make the perfect return to Phantom Pain, but I don't care whenever that is. I'm just sure I'll play this game again really soon. Thanks, Snake, for going through all this shit throughout the years. Here's to you, buddy. What happened to Mortal Kombat X during the time between the first DLC pack and the announcement of the second one? It was left out to dry, so to speak. Haven't really heard any word about this game at all since the last DLC character was released. It's a shame because the launch was pretty damn good, and the release of not so much Jason, but the Predator brought back that good feeling again. But other than that, nothing. And it's weird because it's not bad. It plays really well and the fatalities featured are back to their gruesome goodness. So, how about that next DLC pack, huh? Alien vs Predator, oh my god! Splatoon, when it was first announced at E3, had me, and many others, completely confused on what was going on, and back then I believe it was an only online multiplayer game that had no story mode and no local multiplayer. Keep in mind it was still fun, but I liked the changes that were implemented to change it into the game it is today. And it's still really going strong with frequent updates of DLC, like weapons, maps, and the like. Well, as of late. Yes, free DLC. Where else do you hear that? Not really anywhere, and I am very happy, like many, to see this new Nintendo IP flourish in its success. I know technically this game came out digitally last year, but it wasn't until this year that the retail version came out. So I'm not technically wrong here. It has been said by many that this game sets a new precedent when it comes to side-scrolling platformers. And for a while, I couldn't see if they were right since I didn't have a copy of the game. Now that I do, I can say, yes, it's a good platformer. It controls very well, and the concept of a hero with a shovel and not like a whip or a sword is so creative. He still uses the shovel as if it was the sword, but hey, it works well. Shovel Knight even uses his shovel to tap into his inner Scrooge McDuck. Anyway, I still need to play more of this game, so excuse me while I go do that. Was there any doubt that this game wouldn't be near the top of the list? I mean, it's Star Wars! Yeah, sure, the games for Star Wars have been hit and miss, much like other series, but Battlefront itself as a sub-series has been pretty good. So hearing a couple of years ago that EA and DICE were going to work on it, a lot of fans were upset and pissed off since we knew it was going to be something like Battlefield with a Star Wars skin. But it really doesn't feel like that. It kind of sticks out of the shooter crowd of games made by the two companies, and I really enjoyed playing it. Even though it hasn't been out as long as some of the other games on this list, that doesn't matter. The fact that so many enjoy playing it, like myself, it's good to see that sort of thing happening because it gives more positive press and praise to the game. Plus, Episode 7 was good in the cinemas too, so Star Wars this year has been great. Onward to Episode 8 and Rogue One, I guess then. I'm surprised that COD is up this high considering the last two installments. Yeah, sure, Advanced Warfare wasn't that bad, but I couldn't play it for too long of a period before putting it down and playing something else. And Ghost was just... should we even remember that game? I'll be honest, I wanted a World at War 2 more than a Black Ops 3, but after playing it, I'm happy that I didn't watch this game too much. Apart from watching gameplay of it from the professional players at Gamescom, it's amazing. I love this game, and COD's fun again, which is good. It looked like that it would flow so much better than ever before, and from playing it, I can definitely confirm that. I may not be too good at COD and never have been, but I can have loads of fun with it. And I don't mind buying the DLC like the remade Skyjacked along with some new stuff too. I know, but still, why wouldn't I get more fun out of it? Anyway, 2015's best game you ask? Keep watching and find out. It's The Witcher 3! Oh my god, I can't even bring myself to say that. No, it's the funnest game I have played in a little while. It's Rocket League! Oh my god, this game is flipping amazing. The pure insanity of a rocket car powered soccer game is ingenious. That's so original and so smart. And it plays wonderfully too, truly playing as if you're driving a car with boost. And where else can you drive the actual DeLorean from Back to the Future in a soccer game? Nowhere, that's where. And to be honest, I didn't really mind spending extra money on this game, because the extras don't cost anywhere near the price for DLC for other games like COD, and games that have lots of paid DLC. Probably on the level of Smash Bros. In terms of cost. But it also offers free content in some of its updates too, so you don't have to pay for every single thing. I love this game, and I loved a lot of the additions to it as well. Overall, I think this is by far the best game that came out in 2015. Probably based on fun factor and the replayability more than anything else. Anyway, that's the top games of 2015 list. If some games that you like didn't appear on this list, do post them in the comment section below and I'll give them a look-see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. So with all that said, this has been Mario Man 10100. You guys have a great day or night, and of course, take care.